Game time in Philadelphia as the crowds at Wells Fargo Center look to cheer on the 76ers. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. Wizards will kick off their road trip right here.
And guys, this is what I call one of those boomerang road trips. I mean, it's not long, but they'll have a chance to get some things done here.
One thing, Doris, that should attract a lot of attention in this game, that matchup at the guard position. That is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match.
And it's sent back by Turner. Here's George. And he makes good on the layup.
What great body control from the all-star forward. Paul George, so skilled at keeping his composure under pressure.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Here's Ivy. The shot will not fall. Excellent D there from George. Here's Washington now. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
I caught up with Coach Nick Nurse. Now, I asked him the approach they're going to take with De'Aaron Fox, and Coach said that Fox's speed is the big challenge. He said, we're dealing with maybe the fastest player in the league, so we've got to be high energy at the defensive end. They know they have their work cut out for them. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Towns with the bucket.
I'll tell you what, it's hard to stop Karl Anthony Towns when he's looking to score. He's got every trick at his arsenal.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one is on Towns. The specter of injury seems to always loom over Paul George's career, Doris.
But Kevin, I think it's very hard for Paul George fans to take out of their mind completely that gruesome injury he suffered. But we've got to give this young man a ton of credit. He has managed his play and his health to a very high level and still one of the most gifted players this game has seen.
Yeah, a natural scorer. Ivy is developing into a tremendous playmaker.
To the paint, here's Turner, and it's Turner finishing it off.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Ivy on the wing. Towns for three. The rebound by Turner.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Caruso. Here's George. That misses, had a chance to tie it there.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And Duren is right there.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Kidd with the steal. Ivy with the bucket.
Wow, Ivy just takes off. That high-effort transition play, that's what will make him an asset moving forward.
Fox, no good. Philadelphia leading by 6. Here's Ivy. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Towns, wide open. Here's Duren. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And when you take a look at Jalen Duren, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
Nice on-time pass to Paul George. He's shot ready. Nicely done.
Offside Kidd. It's deflected. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Now here's Kidd. He has yet to score. 6 to shoot. Ivy, no one around him.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Here's George, and it's Paul George with the finish.
Oh, Paul George, let him hear you with that finish. That is nicely done.
Pass to Towns. Now here's Duren. That one misses. Excellent D there from George. He slams it down right on top of Karl Anthony Towns.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
Now here's Kidd. Pass to Duren. Back to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Boy, when these bigs like Karl Anthony Towns show off that power, you've got to love it.
Left side, George. From the high post. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. 76ers ahead, up by 3.
15. The Wizards. 12.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the 76ers.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Sixers ball.
The 76ers leading by 3. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking. I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office. They are just killing them on the interior.
George, no good. And the 76ers with possession. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Here's Champagnie. Can't get it to fall. That's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here.
Sixers ball.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Inside. And it's Towns missing. Wizards trailed by 5. Down low. Pass to Thor. Right side, George. Here's Thor. Shot clock at 5. Washington needs to get a shot off here. The Wizards with another miss. The 76ers leading by 5. Now here's Kidd. No scoring in this one. Towns for 3. It's hauled in by George. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Nothing offensively yet from them in the second quarter. Outside, George. A three-pointer is right on target. George has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside, Kidd. Towns for three. Drills the three-pointer. And the 76ers lead by 5. You know, Doris, assists aren't just a point guard stat any longer, are they? A lot of big men in the league can distribute very well.
Yeah, Kev, it's really striking to me how multi-dimensional every single position in the NBA has become. As you said, bigs can pass, point guards can attack the cup and score. The game is becoming more and more skilled.
Towns, the screen. To the inside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. We know Doris and Towns might already be one of the best shooting bigs ever.
Well, Kevin, he flat stated and called himself the best shooting big of all time. He has an argument because not only has she shot the ball incredibly well from deep, even as his volume has gone up, his efficiency stays the same. This is a gifted offensive post player.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. At this point in his career, Paul George says he's in bully mode. He said, every night I'm on the floor, I'm there to dominate. Whether it's being more physical or going right at whoever I got to go at, you're going to feel me. I'm having that approach every time. I'm there to destroy you. Kevin? Wow.
I love it, though, D.A. Got to admit it. Awful powerful. Thank you. Wizards making a switch here. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Here's Whitehead. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Short. Rebound by the 76ers.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Pass to Medu from outside the arc. Sinks the triple. Now it's a 6-point Philadelphia lead.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Knocks down the 3-ball. George has got a pair of triples in the second now for the Wizards.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks just.
And the shot goes in. And the 76ers lead by 5.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low. And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
To the middle. Here's Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
That's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
All right, and wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
.26 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Whitehead. No good on the triple. George looking over the floor. He nails it, and we're tied up. George has got 21.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
It's all tied in Philadelphia. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Now Fox. Still yet to score. At the elbow, it's Turner. Outside, George. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And so Whitehead will bring it up for the 76ers. You've seen seen, Doris, Paul George's journey from role player to MVP candidate.
There's a reason, Kevin, Paul George is one of the most emulated players in the league with young people. His game is so well-rounded, and maybe his best attribute is his adaptability. Paul George is equally comfortable either being the lead man, or if need be, he can play with 2 or 3 other stars and still be effective. Really incredible.
George, no good.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
They set the pick. Pass to Medu. Hartenstein with it. Now guarded by Fox. Fires for 3. Another miss by Philadelphia. To the paint. Turner. And Turner throws it down.
Wow, Miles Turner showing a bit of physicality and getting his teammates fired up with the hoop and the arm. All right.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And going back to his numbers from just a season ago, he was knocking it down at a 77% clip.
And there's the foul. Going Alex Caruso. That is his first foul of the game. And the 76ers making a change here. And Philadelphia has possession. They trail by 3. Down low. Here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Inside. Here's George. And George with the stuff.
Oh, he is absolutely unstoppable right now. Paul George in rhythm. Look out.
There's the lob to Duren. Fox with the steal. Here's Caruso. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Whitehead deciding where to go with it. Pass to Holland. Back to Towns. Going inside. And it's sent back by Turner.
How about Turner's ability to anticipate when the shooter's going to release? Couldn't be better at timing his rejections.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
There's Whitehead to the inside. And it's sent back by Turner.
And I would not test Turner. Miles has led the NBA in blocks and just has great timing on his jumps.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
We know, Doris, at one point, the Wizards had one of the most unique pairings in NBA history.
Think back to 1987, 1988, the year you're talking about, when the 5'3" Muggsy Bogues was a teammate of Manute Bol, who stood 7'7" tall. At the time, they were the tallest and shortest players in NBA history, with 28 inches between them. Incredible.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, improving dialogue between players and officials is a priority. Commissioner Silver says, now with high-fidelity audio, we're all able to hear a lot of what's being said. Now we have to take into account the high-stress environment. But there has to be a two-way sense of respect. I feel it's an area where we can make progress. Kevin?
Well, you know, the commissioner's always looking ahead and looking at every area, which is great for the game. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
They set the pick. George up top. It's rebounded by Towns. The 76ers trail by 8. There's the drive. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Joe Dumars. The 76ers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. Both good from the line that time.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Morris looking over the floor. The wide open look here for Fox. The shot's good on the assist by Morris.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Right side Kidd. The 76ers with another miss.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
No one near Turner as he lets it go. Again, the Wizards good for two.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And it's sent back by George. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. And the 76ers making a change here. 27 seconds left to play here in the third. Pass to Thor. Back to Fox. Puts one up from 19. And the Wizards getting another bucket right there.
You get the sense Fox just improving with each game in terms of his pick and roll play. Figuring out his angles, knowing when to pull and when to try to split or turn the corner.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome.
The Wizards, 50.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. The 76ers trail by 13. Outside Kidd. Towns for 3. It's hauled in by George.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And Fox gets it to go. Fox has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Wizards. Here's Ivy driving inside. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner. Here's Towns. Pass to Kidd. Back to Towns. From past the arc.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
And the execution in their half-court offense has left a lot to be desired this half. Just way too much one-on-one and not nearly enough ball movement. Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
And the quickness Fox has, boy, it's impressive. Just coasting to the cup with ease.
Wizards leading by 15. And it's Jaden Ivey with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Doris, why is there so much parity around the NBA now?
Yeah, Kevin, I think the new salary cap rules have certainly contributed to what we're seeing in terms of that parity. Super teams are more difficult to assemble. The talent is more evenly spread. And obviously, it has made for a greater level of competition. What could be better?
Pass to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Lets the 3 fly. Drains it from beyond the arc. That's 7 points for Jaden Ivey.
And if Ivy can hit that shot with consistency, it really makes him a tough cover.
And so Washington again turning it over.
Sixers ball.
The 76ers trail by 12. Into the lane. Off target at the rim.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Pass to Nevitt. And the layup is good. Nevitt's got his first 2 points of the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Outside, Towns. His 3-pointer's off the mark. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. 17 points was their biggest margin. Nevitt. Good. Nevitt's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, Patrick Beverly making it easy for his teammate to score.
Outside, Towns. Good in the assist to Kidd.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
From 12 feet out, and it's Nevitt missing. The 76ers trailed by 13. Outside, Kidd. Pass to Towns. No good with the triple.
When you're not in rhythm with the three ball, why do you keep firing from there?
Here's Nevitt. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. An even 3-on-3 break. Outside, Kidd. That's a 2 from Towns. Got a piece of it. Outside, Kidd. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Towns missing. Washington leading now by 13.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Washington.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket, didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for George.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Here's Champagnie. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the